Hi guys, it's Katie here again from Bella Creativa, and I think this is the fourth video in this series that I'm doing. I'm making a 6-page mini album using this project kit. I think it's going to be called something like Floral, Steampunk or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, it's both as it's a set of printable templates, so you don't have to have any equipment except a printer and some scissors to make this project, but you can also use a Cricut if you have a Cricut. It's I've set up the files so that you can cut them on a Cricut, and also if you have like a brother scan and cut, you should be able to print the pages and get your brother scan and cut to cut them out for you. So there's lots of different ways you can go about it. You can make a 4-page album, you can make a 6-page album, or you could use the pieces and make a junk journal. There's things that you can do. So there's lots of pages that come with it. This little guide comes with the kit so that you can print it out and refer to it as you go along, which I do a lot to remind me of all the pieces, because there are a lot of pieces. There are envelopes and file folders and paper bags, index cards, flip pages, base pages, belly bands, bottom pockets, corner pockets, border strips, more pockets, more pockets, more pockets, a slot pocket, and a trifold insert, and waterfall pieces and side inserts, everything you need to make this album, plus all of these beautiful bits of clip art, you know, ephemera pieces that you can cut out, and so my Cricut's cut these out for me, and use them to decorate this project or others. You know, there's a lot of these just easy to use in any project, really, in any kind of a journal, junk journal. Just about everything's got flowers, or you can incorporate flowers into it. So in the first video we went through all of the bits and pieces, and we made the cover and inserted all the pages. In the second video we did the first 3-page layouts. I haven't put any inserts in here. I'm going to wait until I've finished before I do my inserts. We did the first 3 pages, and then in the last video we did some more pages where we did some different sort of ideas on page layouts. We've got some doors here, and here we've got a little little booklet that we can open out. So we're going to start on this page today. I'm going to point out which pages I've used, but it's really easy to tell because each page is basically named after what it is. So if we're looking for a bottom pocket, then there's bottom pockets 1 and bottom pockets 2. If we're looking for border strips, this page is called border strips, and that's what they're called in the list, so that you can easily find them. And also you can see what you might want, because you can just refer to this little handy guide that will show you every single page, just shrunk down so that you can see it. So I'll also put in the description box of this video a reminder of what pieces or pages I cut out for each of these pages that I'm doing today, in case you want to refer back to it. So to start with, we're going to go with this page here. So I've already cut out some bits for it, and I just have to remember what I wanted to do with those bits. Let's have a look. So, okay, I have got these two, let's move this to the side. I've got these two side pockets here. Now you'll notice they're exactly the same, but they're mirrored. So then if I go and have a look in here, I'll be able to tell you that those pockets are side pocket 4 mirrored and side pocket 4. So I've reversed it so that you can use them in more than just one orientation, if you like. So, and then we also have this one here, which is side pocket 2. Okay, so that's what I've cut out to do on this page here. And my plan is, first of all, that I want to, let's put this to the side. I want to join these two together and make it like a flip where we can insert things into. So this is going to be my front, and I've already scored along those fold lines and folded in those tabs for each one of those. And then this is my other one, and I've already folded and scored on the long tab, but I'm going to cut these two short tabs off. So let's go ahead and do that. I am using 300 GSM cardstock. It's been quite temperamental in my printer at the moment and also on my Cricut. It was fine on my Cricut, but now it's being difficult. I don't know why. But you don't need to use 300 GSM paper. I just thought I would mention it. It's very thick. You could definitely use something less. I just didn't realise how thick this paper was when I purchased it. So I'm just going to sandwich these two together. This one here that's got the long tab, I'm going to point it this way because we're going to use that to stick it to our page. So then we're going to attach these tabs here to that one like so. So this one I had printed on the back of in case I wanted to use it as a flip by itself, but changed my mind. I'm going to make it into a pocket flip. So if you're not sure what you want to do with a piece, sometimes it does pay to print on both sides of it. The rear side is some of the background pages that come with the kit, and they're just splash, watercolour splash sort of paper. So they don't use a lot of ink, which is good. And they're very easy to use in lots of other projects as well. So now that those are stuck together, I'm going to just glue these down. Some glue on there. And then I'm just going to line this up. Now this tab needs to go underneath. We don't want to interfere with that. Line it up. Make sure it's lined up that way. Press. So I may find that it's too long in certain spots, but I can, you know, there might be, I can see like a millimetre of white cardstock poking out there, and the same at the top where I haven't trimmed them exactly the same. So I guess I could try and trim that off. Doesn't really matter because I could also just put a little bit of ink on. Whoops. Or I could do both. Let's do both. A bit of ink around here. Same here. Okay, and I might even put a little bit just down here in case some of this can be seen for any reason. So let's do that. So I want to stick this on here. Feels like there's not enough glue in that spot. Let's just stick a little bit more glue in there. And now I've got too much glue. You know how it is. Okay. So I want to pop that there, and then my idea is this tab here will be in plain sight, and I would just use this one underneath as a pocket. So let's give that a try. See if I'm still happy with that. So I'm going to put some glue on here. And so I'm lining it up on this side of that score line there. So we're keeping the bulk away from the spine. Okay, so just pop that one down there like that. Give it a press. I'm just going to lift it up and make sure that it's glued down nicely there. Okay, and then I'm going to, I've already folded all of this on the score line, so I'm just going to glue it together. A little bit of glue there. A little bit of glue there. So the one thing about the 300 GSM, like it's really sturdy, but it's also, you know, it makes everything thicker. So, you know, that's why you don't need to use 300 GSM. I think something less than 300 GSM would definitely have been easier to work with using the printer that I'm using anyway. So then I'm just going to pop that one there so we can slide something in there as well. I think that'll work. Let's do that. A bit of glue here. I just got a little bit there that I don't want. I always end up with more glue on my fingers than anywhere else. So I'm going to get up as close as I can here, but so that this still moves freely. And if it's a little bit tough to move at the beginning, that's okay. It'll sit flatter after a while. So that's a nice simple page. I'm not going to make any of the inserts to go in here now, but I will just grab an insert that I've already cut out. Let's have a look. I'll just grab an envelope or something just so you can see. Oh, let's use a paper bag. I haven't glued these shut yet, but these are the paper bags that are in the kit. They are down here, paper bag, the file is. So you can cut that out. I just did this out of copy paper, printed it on copy paper. I printed it on both sides, not that I needed to really, and then I actually cut this one out by hand, so I just used my little scissors and went snip, 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 and then snip, 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 snip to do that. Just because I was sitting in front of the TV and I couldn't bother getting up and doing it with my Cricut. But anyway, if that was all glued together, then, you know, we could easily pop something like that in here. Like so, and it would poke out and look cute. That's not what I'm going to put in there, I don't think, but anyway. And then we can also put something in here. And I'll just throw something else in there now, just to demonstrate that we can put something in there as well. And that's just another one of the envelopes that's in the kit, which is this one here, I think. Okay, and then of course, not to forget, but you can always just trace around this one. That's actually why I haven't glued them together, so that if I wanted to, I could just use a piece of, maybe I've got a piece of card, scrapbook paper in my stash that would go really nicely with this. You know, it might be nice and floral, it might have some steampunk, or just be the same colours, or something different altogether. And I could just trace around this here, and then where the score lines are, just lift it up and trace lightly around those score lines, and then you also know where it is that you need to score, and then you can cut it out, and you know, so you can use these as traceable templates as well, you know. Okay, so that's that page done, easy peasy. And we've got the side insert, and I'm going to hang some little things off there so that they don't keep sliding in. Okay, this page, what did I want to do with this page? I've got my next little thing, and you know, like, you don't need to use many pieces. It doesn't have to have bits that open up all over the place. I'm personally not a fan of things that flip up this way or flip down that way. I just find, this is my personal feeling about it, and that's not to stop you from doing anything, I just find that that's really awkward when you're trying to look at things, especially if you were, say, looking at this while it was sitting on your lap or something like that. It's just, I just find that awkward, and things fall out of those pockets, and so I don't tend to make them like that, but you certainly can. Okay, so really easy one. I'm just going to put this belly band on here, and this is the trifold insert that I'm going to make into a little envelope, and we're just going to pop it on top of that. And I think this time I'll use a magnet, because we can pop a magnet inside, and we can also pop a magnet on the back of the belly band and never see it. So let's start by finding the center of, well, let's start by scoring these little doodads here. Tabs they are, not doodads. So let's just score these. That one and this one. Fold that over and fold that over, and then I was going to show you, there's a file, a page that I printed out here. It's called Belly Bands, surprisingly, and this is the thin belly band, and we've already used that other belly band earlier in the book. And then this one here is the trifold insert, and I've just printed again the splashy watercolor background page on this side, and that is this one here, trifold insert. So that's what that one looks like there. Okay, so that's just 2 pages that I printed out. So I'm going to find where the center of this is and pop a magnet there. You don't have to use a magnet to do this. You could just glue the trifold insert down, and so that it's not removable. You could also use the Velcro dots that I really love, so that's possible too. This is just another suggestion. So then I'm also going to find the middle of this one both ways, so just roughly. So this is probably about here. Can't see my own mark. And then maybe back over here a bit. About here is where I want to put my magnet. But on the inside, that doesn't work very well, does it? Can I see through it? I can see that if I put it, yeah, actually I can sort of see through it. Let me just hold it up. That's about where I want to put my magnet. So I don't need this, I don't want it here. I want it in here. So that's sort of roughly centered, you know, as good as it gets. Let's just quickly ink this one before I glue it together. So you don't need to, I'm making this into a sort of an envelope. You don't need to make it into an envelope. I just thought it would be fun. You could just leave it like this, but I'm going to seal it up for this exercise. But I need a couple of magnets, so let's see what magnets I've got. Okay. I want to use, so I've got some that aren't very flat. Maybe I could use these. They're not the flattest, but I think that'll be okay in this instance. Okay. And then a bit of tape might be a go. I might use just this masking tape. So on this one, I'm going to, I can just use a bit of glue and put one of my magnets on that on the back of the belly band there where I found the centre. And then I might put a bit of glue over it, a bit of glue, bit of tape. Just because I don't want everything to catch on this magnet, which isn't the thinnest magnet that you could possibly get for the job. If you want to find magnets, the basic grey brand are really good. I bought some magnets, these magnets from online, and they are thicker than I wanted them to be, but ho hum. So then I'm going to put this on top of here and figure out the polarity, and it needs to go like that. Okay, that's where we want to put it. Should I just put a bit of, I'll just put a tape straight over it. How about that? Put this tape straight over it. So that is a bit more bulky, but we're going to try and live with it. And then I'm going to close this up. So I'm going to put some glue along here. I could have put one of my thin ones there. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Oh well. Okay. There we go. Now maybe I'll put a Velcro dot on there, hold that closed. We'll see how we go. We don't want to put another magnet there, it will just be, you know, super bulky. Okay, so then we want to put this guy on here. And I'm just going to work out roughly what the center here is. Actually, it's 14.5 centimeters from here to here. So if I put it down here at 14.5, then 7.25 is the center. Once again, we're just sort of roughing it. 7.125. And then these are an inch thick, so we're just going to find where it's half an inch. Here. And down here. I'm going to put some glue on this tab. And some glue on this tab. And I'm just going to line up my little marks here. I'm going to try anyway. Can't see that mark at all. Ooh. About like that. Seems pretty good. Make sure that that's well attached. And then I'm going to just get rid of my little tick mark down here and up here. This one I couldn't even see. But anyway, and then this guy, we're just going to stick him on. Now, so I'm thinking maybe one of my little Velcro stickers on there might be good. Let's do that quickly. So these are my 3/8 of an inch Velcro thin clear fasteners. Just Google them, that's what I'd say. And I like to, there's a really transparent side and like the fluffy not so transparent side. So the fluffy not so transparent side I generally would put over here where you can't see it so much. And they're so good, they're so light you can't see them anyway. And then this, the transparent one, I'm going to attach it like it's a like this, how it should be attached, you know, hook to grip sort of thing, and then flip it over, and they're already sticky, so you know it sticks to the cardstock. And there we go. So then we pop that one down. That's good. I like it. And then we can do a little decorating or something on it later if we want to. I have got some, oh, I can't reach them, they're all in too much stuff in the way, never mind. I'll carry on. Okay, this page, page 9, another simple one. These pieces here, this is a really simple page. 2 of the waterfall pieces that I had left over when I made my waterfall. I thought I'd use those. So that's these 2 pieces here. So under waterfall pieces, I've just got 2 of those, and they're also printed on the back with the watercolor splodgy, splashy paper. And all I want to do is I'm just going to attach one of these at the top and one of them at the bottom. And I've done this before, really simple, but I think quite cute. And then we're going to put them together. I'm going to use some of these little things that I can't remember the name of. I still can't remember the name of them. Little, I just can't remember. But I'm going to use my crocodile to attach them. So let's start by finding the center here. I could just take a guess that it's basically going to be down here like this, right? That looks sort of center-ish. I want them both to be the same. Now it looks less center-ish. Let's have a look. That's the center. Maybe around there. Okay. Then I'm going to find my crocodile, which is buried under all this stuff that I've got sitting here. Sorry for all the noise. And I want to make sure that I don't do this too close to the edge. So about there seems good. Then I'm just going to do them both together. I don't like using that to do my holes, just my personal preference. I like to use my leather punch, so I'm just going to punch a hole in here. And then I'll pop these little grommets. Do you think I could call them grommets? I'm going to attach my, that's what I'm calling them. Attach like that. And these are really neat on the back. I'm quite happy with the way they turned out. Put that one there. And that's that one done. Put those away. So they're all ready to go. And then I just have to line these up on my page where I might want them. And that looks pretty good just right there, doesn't it? Let me put a little line here. That's where I'm going to put that one. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue on my tab. I've already inked around the back of these to save a bit of time so that they don't look so white, I suppose. And I'm just going to pop that, line it up across the top and in line with that little mark that I made, like so. Make sure it's well attached. That's that one. And then for this one, this thicker cardstock takes a while to train it as well. I'm just going to sort of line it up looking at this one as well, and I'm really just eyeballing it, which I'm not an eyeballer, I'm a measurer. Seems like we're few and far between, but I am. But I'm just going to I'm just going to fly by the seat of my pants. Alright, let's go with that. And just put a little mark there. Put a bit of glue on here. I don't know if I've dragged this too close to me. And then I'm going to just line this up at the bottom and my tick mark. There we go. Hope I'm loud enough. Currently the TV is on in the other room. My other half's watching a movie. But also the aircon is on because it's stinking hot in Perth. Okay, so that's it. Now, my intention is that you would always have it closed and that you don't need to worry about these little marks, these little tabs here. That's how I feel about it. But you could use the border strip if you wanted to cover it up, or maybe some lace. I'm thinking lace would be good. Don't know what I've done with my lace though. I could just put a little bit along there. I'm actually not going to. I'm happy with it because so the intention is then that we would use a piece of ribbon. I'm using a bit of leftover seam binding here, and I'm just going to thread it through. There and there. So I've done this one lots of times. You would have seen it before, and it's just nice to have a bit of texture with the ribbon, you know. And then these act as sort of bumpers to hold in whatever you pop in there. So, but this is all. I'm just putting things in. There's no rhyme or reason to it, and I'll probably pull it all out and work out what I properly want to do later. But I could pop here's and I want to make up some photo mats and things, but you know, so here's a couple of things that I could pop in here just so you can see. And also I could put one of these side inserts if I could get it out. I'm thinking these side inserts, these little grommets, whatever they're called, thinking about putting one on each of them just here, and it'll stop them from sliding in quite so much, and then I can dangle things off them too. But that will fit in there nicely as well. So, and you could put a pocket on the bottom of that and slide that in there, because one of the bottom pockets will fit in there, fit on there. Here's one I've got spare. I could just pop that right on there, and then that insert has got a pocket on it as well. Might do that. I'll pop that in there for now. And also you could put an envelope, you can put anything you like in there. Look at that. Alright, so that's that page done. We have already done 3 quick pages, and I think once I've done some really nice inserts, they'll be great. Okay, so should we do one more? Let's do this one, and let's have a look. How long have I been going for? I've been going for about half an hour, so one more. So this page, I'm just going to do it really similar to, or the same kind of principle as we did in the last video when we did this one here, where that's what the page looks like, and then we cut out the page again and cut some little some little places in there where we could slide in some of our inserts. In this instance, 3 spots where we could slide in inserts, and I want to do the same with this one somehow. So I've printed out this page again, which is our 10th page. So this one here is base page 2F. No, it's not. I lied. It's base page 2D. Okay, and I'm just going to put this to the side. It's starting to feel really good. You haven't even got any inserts in there. Okay, super easy when you don't have to do matting. And again, this is what I did with my last one. Let's just put a lid on that because the air conditioner will dry it out. I'm thinking about just cutting around here somehow. Think around, how am I going to do this? We'll err on the side of caution and cut on that big one. I'm just not sure what we're going to do here. Anyway, alright, so I'm going to chop this off and these, so I'm not worried about those. I'm just going to cut straight through here. I'm pressing really hard because this is so thick, and I didn't think about this. Yeah, I'm just going to chop straight off like that. Okay, and then we're just going to keep going around here. I am pressing very hard because I'm using such thick cardstock. And just going to keep following it around. Okay, so now here's my confusion. I'm not sure about what to do here. I might just, I'm just going to draw this line where I think I need to cut if I wanted to go around like that. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. Except I've already gone down here. Alright, I'm going to make my own line, go my own way in the world. It's only paper, and I can print it off again and cut it out again if I need to. Might just go all the way around. And back up to here and off. Alright. So I've got this little bit here, but I think that's going to be fine. Now I'm going to trim straight down that line there. There we go. And that's what I've got left. Now I might put a little bit of distress ink around the edge. Okay, are we happy with that? I mean, I could go smaller and just do that one. Let's have a look what it looks like. Okay, so then if we just glue this on here, like that, imagine it's sitting there like that, and then we can pop something in there. What can we try? I'll just slide in like that. That's good. Okay, and so I'm going to put glue for about the first, I don't know, like for about 1 centimetre or so. Let's do that, because we don't want it to get away. Alright, so now I've got to try and line it up. Looks good. Easy peasy. Just a nice little handy tuck spot. Okay, so then I can just pop something like that in here, and I like it. That's great. Okay, so that is the last page that I'll do today. We've got 2 more pages to do, plus the inside back cover and the inside front cover, and then I'm going to do all sorts of inserts and things to go in here as well. So we still have a little bit to go, and I also need to decorate the front cover or the cover, because aside from wrapping it in the wallpaper, I really haven't done anything else with it because I'm waiting for some inspiration. Anyway, if you're enjoying this project and you would like to get hold of the kit yourself, you can get it from my Etsy store, and I'll put a link in the description box below so you can find that. It's as I said, you can use it as a printable template and also a print and cut project, so it's meant to be very versatile, and you should be able to do different projects with it, and I hope to be able to do that too. So thank you for joining me today. We probably have another 1 or 2 videos to go in this series, so I hope you join me for those, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Bye.